A silent film production company and cast make a difficult transition to sound in what is now considered to be the greatest movie musical of all time, starring Gene Kelly, Donald O'Connor, and Debbie Reynolds in 1952's Singin' in the Rain.
Singin' in the rain, just singin' in the rain. What a glorious feeling, we're happy again. We'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain and singing, just singing.
Now, I've seen Singin' in the Rain a dozen times, but I've also had the luck of seeing it in actual movie theaters in the Turner Classic Movies release of Singin' in the Rain 60th anniversary. And it gave me such a greater appreciation for the film, for Gene Kelly, for Donald O'Connor, for the whole cast and crew. I believe that Singin' in the Rain is a truly important film to recommend. And I say that knowing that most people are aware that it's been made and are clearly aware that it's a classic movie, but they don't always see it because I feel like with certain classic movies, they're kind of assumed great or assumed that they're great for its time or just kind of held at a different standard from when you actually see the movie. And in my opinion, this movie still floors me more so than most of the movies that I see today. It was a fascinating experience to actually see it in theaters because I got a good glimpse of how a modern audience would take this movie. And I was surprised to see that they were relatively young audiences, basically not people that I was expecting to see. I was expecting to be the youngest person in the audience. And to my pleasant surprise, it got huge laughs. People were applauding the numbers because I guess of the longevity that they have, that they're still held at a standard of, I think most movie musicals emulate the choreography that Gene Kelly had. And it was just incredible to see that young audience reaction to it. And it made me so glad to be a moviegoer and see that these movies aren't forgotten. In fact, they may even be more popular than ever. It's hard to say which dance number is the greatest. They're all so great. With Donald O'Connor's Make 'Em Laugh, with Good Morning, and of course the number Singin' in the Rain, which I don't have to even mention because I don't know. It's just like it just takes your breath away. How seamless it is, and just how kind of untouchable it is. I don't feel like anybody could ever recreate that moment for as long as we live, and that's okay. I don't think people should remake things like that. They should try and emulate to do something different. And the day that I see Singin' in the Rain remade, I'm staying home. So for those of you who have preconceptions about the film, I implore you, it is so worthwhile to see at least once in your life. Gene Kelly is just amazing, and he continues to be amazing even after 60 years since the movie came out. Debbie Reynolds, interesting fact about her, she kept up with Donald O'Connor and Gene Kelly, and she did not dance before the movie. She was amateur at best. And just to see the hard work that she put into it to keep up with those two is, if anything, inspiring as a performer. And just Donald O'Connor, you know, very old-fashioned style of performance, really terrific stuff, you know, these are the kind of people that not everybody can imitate or emulate or even come close to it. The film also features a hilarious performance by Jean Hagen, and her Brooklyn accent or whatever accent it is just great. A terrific dance number from Sid Charisse, who was supposed to be in American in Paris, which was Gene Kelly's movie prior to that, but she got pregnant and she missed out on the opportunity. And when they asked her to do this short little number, she said that she would be there because it meant that much to her to be in a movie with Gene Kelly, which I think speaks to the heart of the movie and the heart of Gene Kelly. So let me know in the comments what you think of Singin' in the Rain. Did you have those preconceptions that I spoke about? It's a wonderfully timeless classic that everyone has heard of, but everyone should see. And that's pretty much it.